is probably gonna have his words to express also on this.
Hmm.
But let's go ahead and
We
pick
live.
with
Go ahead. Let's
pick
get into the meat and potatoes.
let's go ahead and pick with Miro for a quick minute because
Yeah.
I don't know if you watched the game last night, the Bama game in Tennessee,
Man,
which you
I was
probably
at
should
work. I
have.
was at work holding,
I'm
like
a,
Okay,
checking the
I'm
highlights.
I'm gonna let you go, cousin, because I know you ain't gonna like what I gotta say. But I'm gonna let
I
you
thought
go.
about you too, Bam. I was like,
I'm
damn,
sick
man. I
of it,
know
bro.
Bam will be
I'm
heated.
sick of that shit, man. But go ahead, cuz.
well, well, well. I was just gonna, kind of.
Ah, you got the floor. Go ahead.
I
Yeah,
was
go
just
ahead, go
gonna
ahead.
kind of touch. I was just touching on base with what he said about what we were referring to about Trevor Lawrence. So yeah, you can't put the drop catches like totally on Trevor Lawrence, right? But
Hmm.
but he carries the team. We all know that he's the captain of the team or whatever. I would assume, and he makes he
Hmm.
makes all the money on the team. He makes the majority of the money on the team. So with that being said, back
Him and
to
Josh Hines Allen. Him and Josh Hines Allen.
okay. So Josh might have something also to do with it, but going back to Miro. So
No,
Miro
right.
Miro he he's carrying the team. You would assume he's the quarterback.
Hmm.
He's the man that everybody goes to. Especially on offense. Um, he's the motivation. He's basically the leader. But with the performance that he did yesterday, we can't. So based on what you just said about Lawrence, we can't say that it was Miro's fault. Miro fault, right? We can say it's the team's fault, right?
Well, I didn't see the game flash, so I'll be honest. I don't know the
Okay.
nuances, but prototypically speaking, that's true. It's never just on one man. Like it. I mean, you gotta for my team, you gotta watch them. A lot of people ain't watching them. They'll. I just can't describe it. They just have an amazing ability to do the dumbest shit at the worst times. They'll play their ass off all game, hang in there with anybody. And if it's something like Trevor Lawrence scrambling for 30 yards and then he just fumbles by himself, or Evan Ingram last week catching the ball in the flat, making somebody miss, he can get down, fumbles the ball. Next drive, Gabe Davis does the same thing, fumble. Like it's just inopportune miscues. It's not so much that they even suck. I don't know what happened with Bama last night. I heard about it at work. So if you want to expound on the nuances and give us some of the details, because I'm assuming that you're saying that you can't just put it all on Milrow.
Well, I was going back to what you were saying about Lawrence when I asked you
Yeah,
with them being winning, they're winning or they're in the lead right now. I mean, of course, you probably would say that they're having a better day today, which they are.
today.
But it's
Yeah,
right. It's the team that's actually winning, so they're doing good, right? But
right.
knowing that they're winning, of course, they're gonna probably give most of the credit to who? The quarterback, right? Am I assuming that? Is
No,
that how this goes? It's
no,
not. That's not
not
necessarily
in
true.
not in Jacksonville. I don't know about generally, but they will probably generally. But in Jacksonville, they'll actually talk about who performed because um, our problem in Jacksonville specifically was playing complementary football. So one day the offense will have it, then the defense just look like shit. Then the next day the defense will have it, then the offense will look like shit. Then if both of them play halfway decent, they give up a touchdown or two on special teams. So today it looks like the defense is actually doing their thing and the offense is actually capitalizing on the thing. So I gotta wait and see. I'm trying to pull up the game now,
Okay.
but you know what I
Perfect.
mean? They
Perfect.
yeah.
Perfect.
Hmm.
Perfect remark. I like that because that's the same thing that Alabama could have did or should have did yesterday, which they didn't. The defense, I felt like in the beginning, played defense. They looked like a defensive team in the beginning.
Right,
Must I
But
remind
what
right.
you?
everybody, but what it this is why I say, man, it's just unfair to play defense at Alabama. This is why everybody already talking about leaving. You go on Twitter, all them players already talking about leaving, bro.
Are you
Because
serious?
yeah, bro, I'm trying to tell people, bro, you cannot sit out there and go 11, go 3-and-out 11 times, bro, on your defense.
Right,
Alabama
right.
was defense was balling out, bro, but they were just on the field so much. At some point, them niggas go get tired, and the other offense go start scoring, bro. You chasing after niggas all game, all game, all game. And if your defense not putting no pressure on them niggas, and they still able to come out there and run that same wide open game plan, bro, like it's just not gonna
Yeah,
work out in your favor,
your
dude.
your defense gonna start. That's when problems start happening. Like the defense start looking at the offense, like what is y'all doing, and then they just go out there all discouraged because it's like no matter what we do, y'all ain't gonna do nothing with them. So
But I mean, I
you can.
guess we had got to a point with Alabama where we got spoiled, man, where our defense pretty much can score points for us and the
Oh
other
right,
team don't score. But shit, bro, in offense, bro, what happens, bro? All them offensive coordinators get together and be like, hey, bro, what did this defense do to motherfucking make us not score? So they start implementing new game plans, new types of offense to really start putting pressure on these defenses like this to where you're not just gonna be able to pitch a shutout on teams like that no more. In my opinion, I could be wrong. Maybe Alabama should have pitched a shutout yesterday, but I don't see how they were supposed to because it was all the way in the third quarter when they finally got a touchdown late in the third quarter. So I'm like, shit, bro. And we still
are
didn't
you
score.
serious? Are you
It was
serious?
still seven, it was still 7-0 late in the third quarter. So I'm like, what more do you just really want the defense to do? Like, bro, the offense is not scoring, stagnant, running bad plays, bad decision making from a quarterback, and they just continue to just keep shooting themselves in the foot, and they just continue to go out and do the same shit again. You would have thought they learned from their mistakes versus Vanderbilt, bro. What the only people that learn from their mistakes look like was the defense.
So with that being said,
So
is the coach gone? That's the first thing I thought in my head last night. Like the coach is gone.
Man, if he don't figure something out, whether that's trying to start Ty Simpson for a game or whatever, yeah, that boy finna be gone because that boy finna go like 8-4.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Which
I
is
don't see this
unfortunate
team.
though, because
I don't
it's
see this team
unfortunate
winning
though.
too many more games, man. With this offense and that quarterback back there, I don't see this team winning too many more games. Man.
Could I ask y'all
I
a
I
question?
yeah.
How much of this is like unrealistic expectation
Unrealistic expectation, bro. It's just simply running the offense that's catered to the player that you have. I mean, what's just? I mean,
huh?
it's just simply running the offense catered to the player you have. It's either you gonna have balls enough to bench him and put the quarterback in that you need to run this offense, or you need to figure out how to tailor your offense around Jalen Milroe. But this
Right.
offense, what he got running to where this nigga has to make all of these Shador and Cam Ward type decisions in the pocket is not working for him. It don't work,
All right.
bro. It don't work at all, bro. Like that's what I'm trying to tell people. I'm sitting there watching this nigga Cam Ward get tackled and still throw the ball to an open nigga. We don't have that back there. Milroe
Isn't
can't
that
do that.
amazing how they do that? Isn't that amazing how they do that? Like you can watch one team like just pull off the unroutine religiously, and the other team just can't even do like basic stuff. So that's what I was telling Flash about the situation in Jacksonville too, because
If
I feel like these teams are
the
mirroring
thing
each
with
other.
Alabama though,
Hmm.
if the pass play does not go perfect, Milroe
It doesn't
cannot
go at
execute
all.
it.
Right.
It don't
It
go
don't
at
go at
all.
all.
Milroe can't
Right.
execute it. Like if he gotta
Hmm.
come off that first read, like it don't
That's
work
it.
at
That's
all.
it.
Like if
Yeah.
once he gotta come off that first read and scan the field, he don't know how to go high to low, 1, 2, 3, back. Like he don't know how to do that, bro.
Now, Bam,
You could tell.
whose fault is that? Is that more of coaching or is
I
that
honestly don't know. I honestly don't know because at the end of the day, it's like to me, this is what I was telling Flash. I don't think I think he's trying to prove to the NFL that he could be this pocket passer. Because you hear
instead
the
of just
talks
playing?
about You hear the talks about, oh, he might play running back when he gets to the league. And I know these little niggas watch TV, bro. I know they watch ESPN, bro. I'm not gonna believe that they don't have their TVs on, bro. They hear this shit, bro.
Sure, we did.
So
You know they did.
I, I think I think for the most part, bro, he out there, and that's what it looked like. He out there trying to do something that he is in uncharted territory. Like he out there trying to be this pocket passer when that's not him, bro. When it be lanes for him to run, he don't do it. And then when it's time for you to be a pocket passer, you just make terrible decisions, dog. To where it's just like, bro, let's incorporate good quarterback runs along with these pass plays that he like. Them play action, deep over the top pass plays. You could sprinkle that up in there. I'm finna show y'all right now. I'm finna show you a video.
Hey, wait. Can I say this? Can I say
just
this
want to show
too,
this
man?
video.
Before you go,
Yeah,
okay, go ahead. Yeah, you're right. Go ahead. No, show the video.
Nick Saban broke this shit down purpose. And my cousin said this shit in the beginning, bro, and I ain't want to believe it, but cuz was on to something.
Much against option football now. You got dive, quarterback, pitch, which we'll show you here, in a minute. But you got all the other things you need to defend. So on this play right here, the quarterback's going to read the outside backer. Here's the dive. They're going to create a pitch man here, and the quarterback's going to read this guy. He does not close, so he's going to hand the ball off on the dive. Gain 10 yards. They're going to come right back with the very same play, a little different formation. They're going to seal this side. They're going to have a dive. He's reading this guy here. This guy does close this time. So you can see the quarterback pull the ball. So now you got a quarterback player, you got a pitch player, you pitch the ball. So this creates huge issues on defense to get players ready to play when you can move the point of attack on the run. Now they get in a gun, and they're going to run read, sweep, cue, power, which means this guard's going to pull. They're going to read the outside backer. If he overcloses, the quarterback's going to keep the ball on the perimeter. They seal the linebacker. Quarterback keeps the ball, explosive run. They never did that before. You never see Navy in the gun.
And Horvath has been destroying people with the run and
You'll never see that.
Now you're going to see the very same action out of this guy, and they're going to run read, sweep, cue, power with the guard pulling. But now it's going to be a play pass where they're going to go down the seam with these two guys, and you're going to see these two guys react, and you're going to see those two offense thing is players don't play that.
So Bama, can I start this one off? I want to say two things. To your point, when you started out and you was like, make a team that adjusts to the players they have. I don't know if this is a good example, but I was watching highlights last night of that Iowa State team, and they seem to be the perfect example of that. I don't know how they got so many athletic white boys on the same team at once, but their quarterback, they're runners, so they find ways to drop back. They'll get in the shotgun, and it's a design run. So I thought Iowa State was a good example of that. And to my next point, that's why I asked, what is the problem? Is it more coaching? Because you can hear in Coach Saban's voice, he ain't want to be played with. He's doing something off the cuff, and he sounds like he's ready for war. Like, if they're not performing, that's the type of coach that'll sit your ass down. Is that the type of coach in DeBoer? Because that's the same thing happening in Jacksonville. We're wondering if Doug Peterson and his regime just isn't the right. You
trying to relate Jacksonville to Alabama, bro? It's not the same. We are a team.
No, I'm saying it.
We are just underperforming. Like, I'm trying to
right.
Y'all are just a bad team right now. We a team
I think
that's good. That's really at a misidentity, and it really starts with the quarterback. Like, the quarterback don't have an identity right now, and they running the offense, or the team is really predicated amongst the quarterback. The guy that you say is not the problem in Jacksonville. What I'm telling you, the problem in Tuscaloosa is not what you say is the problem in Jacksonville. That's what our whole problem is. The whole identity is
right
based upon him finding his identity.
And
what
the quarterback,
type of QB is he?
But the coach, you're saying it's really the coach's job to find that out. Right. And that's what I'm saying about Jacksonville, too. It is an identity because they don't have one. And the coaches are responsible for that. Like, if you have a quarterback that's a runner, why are you trying to make him dang on, a pocket passer, in other words? So isn't that what's going on? Okay, let's take the Jags out of it. What's going on in Alabama? That's why I asked, is it more coaching or is it more the player? Because that's the coach's fault for putting him in positions that don't favor him. And it's the coach's fault that they don't break it down like Saban just did, like, and won't allow anything lesser than, you know? Like, I guess it's that change in the garb of the coaches. Like, do you have a person that's not a no nonsense, or do you have one that's gonna like let shit go on? That's what it seemed like is happening in Alabama. Because I can't see Nick Saban playing a player that isn't getting the job done or running something that over and over again that obviously isn't working. That's what I was reaching for.
Nick Saban don't know about offense for real, but I was just showing how that offense right there really would benefit Alabama running a similar style offense to it, just based
Okay.
off of what Milroe and showed me. What
Right.
he has showed me,
Right.
this offense, and my cousin said this already.
Mm-hmm.
That style offense would benefit Alabama right now the most.
Right.
If
Yeah,
not, if not, he need to bench Milroe and put a quarterback in if he have one that can run this offense that he's religiously trying to run. But it's a conflict of interest at this point.
Right.
I think I agree to a certain extent that the coaching was the problem yesterday. I emphasized that with you yesterday. I was like, man, because I got upset because I really thought that Bama coaching staff should have stepped up and made some critical adjustments to Tennessee that could have just been easily, you know, worked with. I don't think the coaching staff made no critical. I don't think they did their job, man. I blame the coaching yesterday, man. Ain't no way in the hell y'all gonna come out there starting to defend like they played hell of a defense, dude. They had a lot of turnovers. Tennessee was committing a lot of turnovers, but Alabama offense kind of
Didn't do nothing
came
with it.
in. They kind of came in, you know, with some action, but then after they scored them 7 points, I'm trying to understand what happened with the offense, dude. Why did they struggle? I don't get it, man. They
Could it be
offense
about what
struggle, man.
Tennessee did? Could it be more about what Tennessee did? I mean, they are playing other players too. Like we always talk as if they're not.
Yeah, I mean Tennessee came and played that game. They didn't change nothing up. That
Mm,
quarterback for Tennessee, I mean, he got hurt. I think for like a couple of snaps. They took him
hmm
out. And they put in another quarterback. He threw a pick. Alabama capitalized off of that. But dude came back in and he threw the pick. So that's what I'm saying. Like Bama defense adjusted
Was
to the scheme, the gameplay of Tennessee, what Tennessee had. But Bama offense wasn't able to to move the sticks like they normally do playing other teams. Even when they play Vanderbilt, they still move the sticks.
what was the
I
final
don't know.
score yesterday?
24
It was
7.
like, yeah, 21-17.
Yeah,
Mm.
24
Oh,
17.
24. Yeah, they scored. They kicked the goddamn field goal. It's the winner.
But that's after they
You're right.
went for it on 4th and 22. They
You're
got
right
the
with you.
ball on the 30. They forced them to kick a field goal. Like I said, defense is doing their job, man.
Yeah, that 17 points. You got to score more than that to win. Yeah, that's
Just
not on defense.
I think the defense plays solid, man. That's my opinion, and I'm gonna stick with that. Y'all can analyze the game and go back and show me something different. But what I seen and what I watched, and I got so fucking mad because Alabama is a better team than that, man. They're better than Tennessee, dude. I don't know. Maybe it was the atmosphere. I don't want to find no excuses at this point. But if I'm gonna blame somebody, it's gonna be the coaching staff, man. I don't think the coaches, especially offensive coordinators, man, they didn't step up at all.
man, can't. I don't know, man. It's just crazy because on the other end, it's a nigga like this. That's why I say I hate watching other good quarterbacks, bro, because it's just like it make me so mad, bro. It make it upset. Break that. What about the
Bill
running
cousin,
back in chaos, all that chaos? But people sit there and tell me, "Oh, Jalen Miller ain't got no time." But look, he don't have time either. But this nigga figures
Right.
out a way to keep the chains always moving for his team. But if
Right.
people want to sit there and say Miami a way better team than Alabama, all right, cool. Milroe ain't got no weapons. Bet if that's the nasty ass route y'all want to go
no,
down,
no, no. I wouldn't say Miami's a better team. I'll just say Cam is a better quarterback than Miro. How about that?
Which makes Miami a better team. You could have better players, but it's how that them players come together and make a team effort. So Miami would
We
technically have a better team, right?
we touched on that last week about Lamar Jackson and your boy from Buffalo, the Great White Hope. I mean, and we discussed that several times, and we're back at it again, and that's fine. I don't think Alabama offense is bad. I think
Right.
Alabama coaching staff hasn't stepped up. So we can never blame the coaching staff, right?
I
Like
blame both of them. They both
they
go
don't take
hand
no
in hand.
accountability, right?
They both go hand in hand, but at some point, it's like at some point, when do I blame just poor execution? Because once upon a time, Alabama used to run plays where the niggas used to know that Alabama was running this bitch, and they'll still pick up the first
Mm-hmm.
down. That's not that's not hell of a play call. That's just literally a team executing some basic ass play call, bro. Literally, they just execute at a fine rate, bro. Like it don't matter. Sometimes it don't matter, bro. Like that's the shit. Like with Cam Ward, it don't matter at this point because the niggas gonna execute whatever play is called, bro. No matter if this shit break down, no matter if it look perfect, no matter if it look medium well, it don't matter. The
And then the
niggas gonna figure out a way
penalties,
to
and
execute.
then and
I'll
then the
give you that.
penalties.
I'll give you that. If you want to say yes, that's where we can go back on coaching because Alabama do shoot themselves in the foot every fucking drop, no matter when it is they get. But that's on coaching. The discipline on your team is on coaching, bro. But a lot of times when your play's not working, you got to look at your players. It's like, why are y'all not executing? Because this is what I say. Cause let me ask you this: if Cam Ward was a quarterback, you think Alabama would have lost to Tennessee and Vanderbilt? With that same Alabama roster, you just insert Cam
And
Ward instead of Jalen Milroe.
with the same offensive coordinators, the same coach,
Everything. Yep.
everything. Even let's say even with all the amounts of penalties Alabama
Yeah.
kept
Yeah.
getting
I even add that in too. You think Alabama still lose them games?
with Cam Ward, probably not. I think Cam Ward would have definitely. I'm gonna be honest. Cam Ward probably would have made a lot of better decisions than Jalen Miro. I agree with you,
Even Shea
but
Dula.
I don't think Jalen Miro still isn't a bad quarterback. Like I feel
Nah, he
I
not a
see
bad
him,
quarterback. I'm not saying he's a bad quarterback, but what I'm saying is for right now, with the offense they trying to run, he a bad fit for that offense.
Which is a coaching thing. Because
right,
no
right,
player is
right.
not gonna.
If but the only reason it's a coaching thing is because he won't fit the offense to Jalen Milroe, or he
Right.
won't put a quarterback in there that will fit his offense. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? Because
Right.
if Jalen Milroe not a quarterback that fit my offense, I don't care who here. I'm gonna be like, bro, he don't fit, bro. He can't play for me. And I'm gonna put the
Right.
little freshman, 6'6" freshman they got from Washington in, and I'm gonna throw him up in there. You feel me?
Should have Bama bench Miro at some point yesterday.
Yeah, how Texas did what you call? Hell yeah, they were supposed to, bro. But see, Texas trying to win, bro. They ain't trying to lose no game. So of course that Starkesia and he was up under Nick Saban. They ain't finna play them games. You go out there playing bad like that, you the ball don't move, bro. I gotta see what this dude do real quick until you wake back up because we already talked about this. Cause this NIL shit, man. And a lot of these guys be thinking that they still kid, but you making millions of dollars now, bro. It's like, nah, bro, you need to wake up. So how can I wake somebody up right now? Obviously, me coaching him ain't gonna get to him. So, bro, sit down real quick. Sit down, my boy. Come take this
Miro throwed a lot of bad passes. I'm gonna be honest with you, with both of y'all. Miro definitely his accuracy was probably I think he had jet lag yesterday, man.
Oh man.
I really do. I don't know where the hell he went. Like before the game started, but he took flight somewhere else in another country and came back.
With that girl.
He was with that.
He was with that girl.
White woman.
That sweet home.
That white
Sweet
gal.
home Alabama.
That white gal. He be trying to show all day, man. He trying to show all day too.
Yeah,
man,
his mind was.
Wait, I wanted to ask you that. Could this be the problem?
I knew it was over with for Miro when he did that weak ass Gabby Douglas Dougie in the end zone. I was looking, I was like, I was like, that nigga like Gabby Douglas, man. Ass, man. This nigga's garbage, man. It's over with. When he did
hey, did y'all see when his mom mama was around the girl?
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I didn't see that.
Bam, you saw that little clip where his mama had like turned away.
Turned the other way when she walked out. Yeah. Miro was smiling from ear to ear, eating that chicken.
Hey, Bryce Young went through it.
Nah, Bryce Young had a little light skin thing off the basketball team, though. That's why he was able to still do good at Alabama. You know what I'm saying? Because he's still like the color.
Was still a woman.
He liked the color. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, he liked the color.
But he went to the NFL and got with that
No, he had her at Alabama.
But he went to the NFL and got with that succubus, and he ain't been right since.
No, he was with her at Alabama.
Oh, that girl?
Mm-hmm. She hooped for Alabama.
The same one that went on and was with Tyrese Maxey?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Hooped for Alabama, yeah.
But it still was the problems of a woman that could bring you. Could this be what's going on with Milrow? He got that bad juju punani.
Man, listen here, man.
You know what I'm talking about, Ben.
If they was just regular kids, man, I feel you. But these niggas make millions.
How you mean regular kids? How you mean regular kids? Hold on now.
They make millions of dollars, man. I'm not bailing these niggas out, bro. They make millions of dollars.
Wait. No. You ain't bailing them, but seriously, do you think that could be an issue? Like seriously, it don't matter if you make millions or not. If you get with the wrong person, like
that's your fault, nigga.
It is, but could that be?
Cam Newton even said that shit, man. Like that shouldn't even be no reason you not playing good. That sound like weak. That's some weak ass shit. Like, oh man, my girlfriend got me playing bad today. Nigga, what?
No, I'm saying like my flash ass basically. Listen, I'm saying could that be something that doesn't have his head all the way?
It should.
Could it be something? It definitely shouldn't be. That's why I'm asking.
So that's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm not even trying to process it.
You ain't trying to entertain it, right? Well, it may be the thing it may be the thing you might gotta process. You're trying to figure out what's going on because
man, them niggas been fucking white holes. Them niggas been fucking white holes at Alabama since the beginning of the time.
Well, something is the issue. Something is the issue.
Yeah, right.
If it ain't the females, if it ain't the coaching staff, if it ain't Jalen Miro, something is the issue.
Cuz, be real, cuz. Them niggas been fucking the white hoes at Alabama since the beginning of the time, cuz. Like,
but then was they cuffing them?
We already know what they do when they go down to Alabama. That's the first thing.
Yeah, but it was more, but it was more white, but it was more white hoes at this game. It was more white hoes in Tennessee.
Man, this nigga's crazy, man. Like, it's a big difference, huh? It was more, like, way more than what I'm used to.
Right. He got too excited, right? He couldn't focus.
He started doing this right here. Like, bro, what the fuck? Like, I'm like, what's wrong with him? His leg over there shaking.
Oh,
He on that bit like, oh no,
I'm
man.
just saying
oh man.
he went to a university that got more white hoes galore.
Hey,
Hey, so
how that
Tennessee
nigga was
figured some
looking
shit
on
out.
life? How that nigga was looking on life can't get right when the warden daughter came up out that bit. That nigga was looking like,
Oh
man,
man.
come on, man. It had to be something though, man. That was just Alabama still can make the playoffs though. I'm gonna come back and say it again, bro. I know niggas don't hear this. I know niggas don't want to hear this, but they only dropped the number 10.
I mean,
But
that's
how
true.
many? Okay. If we can sit here and still consider Alabama going into the playoff again, are you saying that Bama can still lose another game, or they can't lose
No,
another
no,
game?
no, no, no. They can't lose no more. It's make or
Like,
lose.
their record from here on out has to be like they
Undefeated.
have to go.
They
Yeah,
gotta
they're
beat
gonna have,
LSU, Oklahoma. They gotta beat everybody.
they're gonna have to go on a
Oklahoma
major
just lost
win
to
streak.
USC, so
I mean, they ain't lost to nobody in the SEC though.
You say Oklahoma lost to USC?
No, he talking about LSU.
South Carolina. South Carolina beat Oklahoma bad yesterday, so I
Oh,
don't think
you that USC.
they'll
I thought you were talking about the
yes,
California
South
USC.
Carolina.
I was
I'm
like,
sorry.
what?
I'm sorry. Nah, the
Oh,
Gamecocks, South Carolina, my bad.
yeah, I ain't worried about Oklahoma. I'm talking about LSU, my guy. They gotta still play
Yeah.
LSU and Auburn, nigga. You think Auburn finna go in there and lay down for y'all after seeing y'all lose to Vanderbilt and Tennessee? All right. Hey, I
Dude, how do you lose to two Tennessee teams?
bold.
I mean,
Say that
I
boy
could have
DeBoer
I,
off to a hell of a start right now.
I could have accepted Tennessee, but Vanderbilt, one of them was not supposed to be a loss. And we're gonna pick our poison. Which loss shouldn't have been a loss? Was it Vanderbilt or was it Tennessee? Y'all tell me. I want to know.
Quest. Alabama would beat the dog shit out of Boise State. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Boise State?
Yeah, with that running back.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. To be honest, I don't really know. If Bama, you saying so? What if Bama was on the road at Boise State on that blue field?
I still like Bama, man. I still like Bama because it's Boise State, my nigga. Like, I'm not even about it. But I'll just stop watching Alabama if we lose to a team like Boise State, because if that's where we get to, if that's where we have gotten to in this post Saban era, I'll stop fucking watching Alabama football. If we go back to losing to teams like that, I'll stop watching Alabama football.
Damn, the little adversity gonna make you quit.
Listen here, if we go back to losing teams like Boise to teams like Boise State, my nigga, I will stop watching them niggas until we get like Bill Belichick or somebody. Like I'm like, oh, okay, now it's safe to start watching Alabama.
But I'm gonna say this though. Bama might be the laughing stock right now, and everybody might be pleased to beat Alabama at the moment. But let's just be real. And I'm not playing the devil's advocate. I'm playing the guy's advocate.
Yeah,
I like that. I like that.
Like, let's be real now. If Bama was to play any of these teams again, let's be real. Do you think they would beat Bama twice?
nah.
Probably not.
Do you think Vanderbilt has a goddamn chance of beating Alabama?
Nah,
Maybe
we know
not
a lot of
Vanderbilt
these
as much
teams.
as Tennessee.
Man, I don't even think Tennessee win, man. Tennessee not good, bro. Keep telling people that, bro. They're not good. They got the little quarterback, man. I'm happy for y'all, but they're not
Are you
good.
really? Are you really happy for them?
I mean, they feel like they got him one. But
They got a one.
this is what I say they funny.
Yeah.
Well, them niggas recruited like two or three more 5-star quarterbacks. So he must can't be that good if you got to stack all them quarterbacks up like that.
I don't think Tennessee has a decent I think the quarterback played decent, but nobody's giving most of the nobody's giving most of the what's the name to the running back. I told my cousin that running back if he step up, because did you see the yardage that he was putting on Alabama? I looked at his yards. He
Yeah,
did good, man.
139, 2 touchdowns.
He balled on Bama, man. I'm gonna give all the credit to him. I'm not
But
giving that credit to.
he got it at the end, though, man. Like that's what I'm saying, man. If our offense was putting that pressure on them, man, he wouldn't have got them yards because they just kept grinding away with him, though, man. Like they just kept chipping away, bro. Like that's why I be trying to tell people. Other teams commit to the run more than Alabama do. Alabama is like that weak ass nigga DeBoer gets scared, my nigga. It's like as soon as we get a tackle for a loss running the ball, it's like this nigga be like, fuck it. He don't run that bitch no more. It's like, bitch ass nigga, you can't be scared to run the ball, bro. You got to commit to it. Sometimes you're going to get tackled for a loss. Sometimes these bitch ass niggas is going to fumble, bro. But you got to commit to the fucking run. You got to commit. You got to commit to it. Another game. Both our running backs. Single-digit rushing attempts, man. Like, I don't know what the fuck wrong with that dude, man. Might be right, cuz that West Coast shit is not meant for Alabama, bro.
Not if you don't have the players to back it up.
It's just not the league for it.
Right.
Everybody in that league commit to the run, bro. In some way, form, or fashion, bro. They try to run that ball. Even Lane Kiffin, nigga, he learned his lesson. That boy Lane started running that bitch, man. Getting a running back that can run that hole, man. But this nigga coming over there, he like, fuck the run, fuck that shit. I'm
Light it up.
play flag football.
7-on-7. That's where we're headed anyway.
Scary ass nigga, man. Like that shit's just wild, bro. Like I can't take that shit, bro. We could just talk about another team, man. Colorado won yesterday. What you got to say about that, cuz? Oh, man, probably working. I don't know if you saw the game. Colorado won yesterday.
I didn't watch that game. Y'all. I seen the score, and they play Arizona. I don't know if I can really say if Arizona was a good team.
Nah,
Not
it
to
was
take
complete dominance.
not
It was
not
complete
to
dominance.
discredit Colorado, because I know Colorado has. I wouldn't say Colorado has an elite team. I'll say because they actually lost some games also. But I will say Colorado don't give up. They fight. I give them that. I give Deion and his team credit on that. They fight. They some fighters. Are they gonna be dominant in the near future? Fuck no. Is Deion gonna be there in the future? Fuck no. He's gonna get the fuck up out of his big mouth ass. All I'm saying is Deion is just really looking out for his sons, man. He want his sons to prove a point in the NFL, which shouldn't fucking have no. He shouldn't have nothing to do with that shit. That ain't his business. But he's trying to make it his business. But anyway,
Wait, why you say that though, man? Hold on now. Hold on. Why?
what
So you think it's a problem with Dion doing all he's doing, even if it means just giving his sons a better chance?
I don't know if you can call that giving. Now I don't know if that's a valid way to put that, because
Hmm.
I don't think he gave his son shit. His sons earned that shit, right? Now he might have
Well, I
set him
mean,
up. He might have set
yeah,
him up
that's
in a
right.
now he set him up in a better predicament, which in my opinion, I told my cousin, and you could probably disagree if you like, also as well on this. I feel like he sold out, and his sons seen him live and direct sell out. And what I mean by that is he didn't stick. to being a head coach at the place he said he was going to stay with. Everybody keep talking about, oh man, better money. I don't give a fuck. At the end of the day, you stick with that team and you ride that bitch out until you can't do nothing else with it. So the Dion took the coon route and he
But
hopped on the bandwagon.
hold on. You
He
said
hopped on the bandwagon and he accepted money, and because of the money, now he thinks that he's paved the way. And I'm like, nah, you technically didn't really grind that hard to pave your way, my dude. Because if you really want to get it out the mud, you would have stayed your ugly big mouth ass at that HBCU and got it
wait,
out the
wait.
mud over there, like Eddie
Let me ask.
Robinson did for 100. Eddie Robinson grinded that shit, man. Can't no white coach in any conference or any goddamn what's the name can talk down on Eddie Robinson ever. He stayed his ass right there and he grinded, man, with them HBCUs. Grinded. That's a real coach, man. That's a real black coach, in my opinion.
I feel you. Can I ask you a question though? Because you said something. You said you would have grinded it out until there was nothing he could do with it. But wasn't that the case? Wasn't there his stuff, his personal possessions being stolen more than once? The money was funny. The people met. Like, wasn't there a lot of things that the school did or did not do that kind of like played into his decision making, even if all that other stuff was true? I mean, you said that, and there was, you got to talk about what Jackson State was or was not doing as well, right? Because
I
I
mean,
don't
Well,
imagine
well,
if they
well,
so
were
so
just
this
well.
this
yeah.
is what I'll say. One
So,
quick question.
so
Because
One quick
that's
thing.
why Ed Reed didn't go to Bethune
So
to the
no,
school he
he
was at,
did.
no,
He
right?
that's
did.
not
He did.
true.
Hold on.
That's
Wait.
not
That's not
true.
true. Hold on. Let me
That's
say
I'm
not
this
saying
though.
true.
didn't they do
Before we come in.
something that made him not? Yeah.
No. They
Okay.
did not. So they fired him. He was already at Bethune Cookman.
Right.
Bethune Cookman
Exactly.
fired him because he was showing
Exactly.
how piss poor the facilities was, but he was
But
already
I'm
there.
saying
Back to Dion.
that type of
Back to Dion.
HBCU
Hold on.
mentality is
Wait.
what pushes people
Cool.
away.
Cool. What I'm saying with the Dion and the breaking in the car and shit, I ain't saying that it's right or whatever the case may be. Not right. Cool. But at the end of the day, that's minor because first off, them niggas flex a lot, bro. And when you around starving people in Mississippi, bro, like, come on, bro, them folks starving. So I always tell people you got to think about that, bro. Because like I said,
Look.
I
Yeah,
know,
yeah. Good,
I know,
good,
I
good,
know a lot
good
of people don't.
observation,
I
cousin.
know a
Good.
lot of people don't like him, but Charleston said that shit, bro. A lot of these people rob these athletes and entertainers, bro, because them people do nothing for their community, bro. Like they'll show you that little
But he
shit. Oh,
was
I
doing
got
something for the
charities and
community.
bro, a football team, Javon. Like, come on, man. Come
No,
on,
he
bro.
was doing other stuff in the community, bro. Like
No, bro.
Dion was
It ain't enough.
spreading.
It ain't enough to where obviously it wasn't enough. They still broke into the shit.
Hey. This is Dion. Dion's an asshole. Let me tell you why he's an asshole. He wants to come to a HBCU that ultimately took him up on his offer, right? You're already a fucking Hall of Famer. Why would you go to a fucking HBCU asking a struggling school for an ridiculous amount of money, expecting them to give you this shit because you think because you're a fucking Hall of Famer, you deserve that amount? Get
No,
the
it was
fuck out of
because
here.
it was
That's
because
some
no,
ass.
hold on.
Cause hey,
It was
cause
because
that is some.
hold on. It was because didn't Donald Trump like do something to give all the HBCUs a stimulus so they had the money to bring in people like Deion Sanders? That was an effect of some political shit, really. So they had it. Like these schools have money, especially HBCUs.
No,
They
they
take
don't.
from
No,
their
they don't.
students a lot.
Dude, you gotta
Like so,
understand. You got you
it's all a collective.
a lot of black people don't put in consideration that these people that graduate from these schools don't never come back and donate like they do white people do at their white universities. Y'all don't never look at that. You cannot rely on the government helping funding these schools all the time. A lot of this funding and support
But an environment in a
come back from alumni, dude. These alumni
but
put that
why
money
would
right
why
back.
so if the students don't even come back and support, there's obviously something broken with HBCUs and our communities in general. So I'm just trying to figure out, like, if you wouldn't stay there and go through certain dumb shit yourself
Okay,
because
okay.
you're not on that type of time. Like,
What okay, so what you
hmm
just pointed out, you helping my argument because now that gives me more reason why I should call Dion the asshole in his face. Because now you not only are you fucking with your kids, um, NFL so-called NFL expectancy, you're also fucking with other people money, and you're taking away from a school that's struggling. You're taking away from these schools that's struggling. So if I know these schools are struggling, why would I come? If I know these schools are struggling, why would I come to these schools expecting these schools to do the most for me? And I'm a Hall of Famer.
here's what I don't understand. Here's what I don't understand. Before Dion, Jackson State was what it was. After him, whether he stayed there or not, there are new facilities built. There was a rejuvenation at the very least. So we don't give Dion any credit for anything. He's just an asshole. Like,
Yeah, because look,
considering it,
think about this though. Think about this though,
I'm
Javon. On
I'm,
the
I'm listening.
inverse,
I'm
right?
listening. I'm
On the
listening.
inverse, Nick Saban at Alabama. That
hmm
nigga stayed from the point to where the first contract was $3.9 million to where he got an increase to $11.5 million, to where the president of the school had to go on 60 Minutes with Peter King and let people know that Nick Saban is worth every penny from the amount of money he bought into the school over his tenure. You see where
But
Nick Saban sat.
those are two different situations. Like, Alabama is more prestigious. They have a certain order. You just come in there and don't mess it up and elevate it and maintain that direction. Jackson State didn't have any direction. It's two different situations.
But I
It's
mean, the
like you could,
program came
yeah.
from some type of history because that's where fucking the great
Walter Payton.
Walter Payton went. So like, you're not finna tell me a
But
school
but
that
but
comes
it's
from that
it's
great
been a
tradition,
big. It,
you can
but
restore it to
as
that. It
he
just
could,
takes
he could,
time.
he could. I'm not knocking the whole. I wish he would have stayed there too. But when I was angry about it and I heard some of the other stuff that was going on, it's like, did you not give him the out at the very least? You know, I mean, and even if it was, I guess this started off with talking about his sons. Like, even if it was just about getting them on a better platform while bettering your coaching profile, like, I don't know. I got to think on that one. I feel you on that. I just don't want to make it seem like he just did them
Well,
dirty
well,
because a lot of stuff was happening that Jackson State should have been like honoring what they have. Like, while he was there,
they
it
I
was
don't
growing.
know, I don't know
hmm
when you say honoring, I don't know what you exactly mean. Are you saying they should have worshipped him because he was a
No, no,
head
no, no,
coach?
no, 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 no. Never. No, no, no. Not
So what are
worshiping.
you talking about?
Like, okay, if I'm working, I'm grinding, and I'm doing everything by myself, and then I have somebody that comes along that's helping me. I better be appreciative of that. Like, I'm not gonna do anything that may or may not
Remember,
mess up
I
that
don't mean to
relationship.
interrupt.
No, you
I
good.
don't mean to interrupt, but
You good.
you must put in consideration before you make all these comments about these HBCUs. I hope you know, and my cousin know, that a lot of NFL teams were drafting a lot of black players from these HBCUs. You better do your history on these sports, dude. Y'all be talking all this crap about these white universities, but y'all don't never put in consideration that a lot of these
Bro,
NFL
what
teams
what are you what
in
are
the
you what are you
past,
hold, let me ask you a
I'm
question.
just giving, I'm just
Let me
showing
ask
you, I'm
let
just
me
trying to
ask you
make a
let
point
me
when you
no let me
said
make
people
but let
need
me
to
make
honor these coaches that come into these black universities and they're assholes and they don't know how to
hold,
turn a
hold,
university.
hold on. Well, you said for me to do my history. Just a minute ago, Bam was referencing an all-time legend that came from an HBCU, and I helped fill him in and told him Walter Payton was that person. So I know my history. Speaking of, I actually went to an HBCU firsthand. Like, I know what it's about. I think what you're saying is valid if we just assume that Dion was an asshole. I'm not saying he was or wasn't. All I was saying is from where you were coming off, I was just trying to, offer a healthy balance of it. Couldn't have just been him being an asshole. That's the reason why he left, and everything he was doing there was just out of bounds. When there are reports of things that were shady on the university's behalf, and I was just trying to bring balance to it. Like, okay, maybe he did have his agendas or whatever. Maybe he could have stayed, but the university also has to make sure they're not messing up a good situation. That's all I was saying. It was mutually
Well,
beneficial for both
so
sides because
let's be
Dion
honest.
didn't have any
All
coaching
right.
experience.
Hey,
He couldn't have got on at Florida State, so they gave him an opportunity to show what he can do. And Jackson State's being put back on the map. So I'm just saying, in a relationship, it takes two sides. We can't just act like it was all one side in Dion when we
also,
saw things that were improving by him being there.
also, this too, fellas. We got 27 minutes until these games start. So after these final points from y'all, we'll go on to these games. We're gonna pick, see who we debate, see who win these games going up next. But go ahead.
It was a flash at him.
Yeah, go ahead, cuz.
Oh, well, I was just saying, like, okay, I maybe I was wrong for calling him an asshole, but to a certain degree, for him to come in with that arrogancy and expecting a HBCU to do what they can't do, they couldn't give him what what he wanted to
And so
expected them.
you're
They,
you're
they they
saying
didn't have it financially. They didn't have it, and Dion should have known that.
Yeah, because
That's what I'm
Javon,
that
saying.
may be
that two
a
million dollars
reason
just
why like
just
some of the
also
stuff
too,
was
Javon.
happening.
Just quick second. That
Yeah.
$2 million is for the whole school, my nigga. It's just not for the football program. Remember, Booby lost his job because he used that whole budget just for the football program, and that shit was just meant for the school, bro. Like that shit is meant for the whole school, not just one program.
And so y'all are saying that's why some of the stuff in the community may have been happening because really they were operating at a net negative because of having him there, basically.
It's like having a
Uh,
rich ass. It's like having some rich ass, filthy rich ass person living in a down stricken area, and he's asking to do this, but he can't get done because they don't have it. Like it makes no sense. So Dion did the better route for himself and his sons. I give him that,
he took
but
money out of his own pocket and built for new facilities for them, though. So how is he such an asshole? Like he took money out of his own pocket and made improvements to that school.
well,
That's
I
the part
mean,
that I'm just, you know what I
well,
mean? That's all I'm saying,
my thing is for him to be fortunate to do that because a lot of coaches can't do that. A
right?
lot of coaches can't come say, "Oh, well, we're gonna build a new facility for me
Well,
and
a
my
lot of coaches,
sons."
hold on, a lot of coaches can, but they're at universities that already have these things established. So with Dion being there and doing something, Jackson State didn't have these facilities and
There's a lot of
leaving.
HBCU. There's a lot of HBCUs besides Jackson State that's struggling and can't afford to fix
Absolutely,
a lot of
absolutely,
things. So, with
absolutely.
that being said, I hear your point
Do we
because you
give him
want to
some
say that.
credit? Do we give him some credit for that?
I,
That's
I
all I'm
told you,
asking.
I get what you just want him. So you want Dion to get ultimate
No, I'm
hands
just I'm
and
no
standing
no no no
ovations.
no. I ain't say that. I just said, do we give him some credit? Because I get your point. It seemed like you just
Well,
want to give him
well,
all
let me
not
ask you this. Let me ask you this. Let me
yeah.
ask you this before I give him the ultimate standing ovation. Let me ask you this.
Right, right.
Um, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this right quick. When
Yeah.
Dion, when nobody was thinking about picking Dion up in any college school, any school,
Hmm.
guess who did it? A HBCU. And the point I'm getting is that our people are more willing to open up and give people way more chances than other races of people would be giving us. You
Yeah,
see
we
the
should
point
work
I'm making?
together. We should work
You see the
together.
point? You see the point I'm
We
making?
should. Yes, we should.
So with that being said, Dion had to rely on his people for him to show other people that he can pursue a career in coaching. You see
Right,
my
right.
point I'm making?
That was a
So
good point.
exactly. So with that being said, yeah, Dion gets some credit, but do I think Dion get a lot of credit? No, I don't think so. I think Dion sold out, but that's just my opinion.
Okay, I feel you. I can understand you. I can understand you. I actually agree with you. That's why I said it was a mutually beneficial situation. Like Dion got the platform. So I agree with you. I wish honestly me, I was disappointed when he left. Like that's just the initial feeling. And it may be me trying to just not see it in a negative light. But I feel you. I feel you. I wish you would have stayed there too. Honestly, with all everything we just discussed, I still feel like he should have. It would have been cooler to see because naturally, other legends would have like the Ed Reed effect or whatever. And like y'all said, going into these situations, if you really want to make a change, you should expect that you're gonna have to go through some dumb shit with your people for a while until you don't. So I feel you.
I mean, Dion is on a way better platform where people can help him even more. He doesn't have to go in his savings account and build a facility. He can rely on people that already got it and it's built. That's just that system is built and structured for them to do this, right? So of course, for you to go with your mouth smiling from a Kool-Aid man mouth, smiling from ear to ear, sipping on great Kool-Aid all day with big ass gold chains, talking shit. It feels better to do that. At Jackson State, you can't really do that there. At a HBCU, you can kind of do it, but you can't do it, if that makes sense.
Oh, you
So
got cowboy hats on now. That's what you're saying.
yeah, man,
And
he's rocking big
jumpers.
ass 5 gallon hats and big ass fucking metallic gold chains and smiling from ear to ear, talking shit about his sons, man. That's what he want to be able to do on that type of platform. He want to compete with bigger and greater schools and universities or whatever on that level, man. He didn't want to be on the Negro level.
So you're saying it's basically a case of a nigga undervaluing himself because he could have stayed at Jackson and had the same effect over time.
Totally, totally. He could have been another Eddie
Eddie
Robinson.
Robinson, right?
Totally, most correct, correct, man. I couldn't.
Right.
You said it yourself, man. I mean, and once again, people are gonna disagree or agree. It doesn't matter. I mean, but that's just what I saw out of it. So
Right.
yeah,
He had two routes. He could have took the route he took, or he could have took the route we just explained.
Well, let's get into these games real quick. Week 7. Who you got? Tennessee Titans versus Buffalo Bills. I got Buffalo. They got
Buffalo.
Buffalo 9.5 point favorite too. Josh
yeah.
Allen got Amari Cooper.
Give me the great white hope. I'm with y'all on that.
Yeah, they
Bum,
got
bum,
they got Amari
da.
Cooper too. How y'all feel about Amari Cooper going over there?
I think that's a good move.
The Titans
did they
also got
really? Did they really need him? I mean, he was the great white hope, right?
they did need a receiver though. Them niggas
Come
couldn't get.
on, Flash. Come on, Flash.
Did they really were they really that bad off where Josh Allen just needed a badass black receiver to help him out? Be honest now.
What you saying? They should have got Cooper Cup.
I'm just saying, man, did Josh Allen really from the stats that your boy, well, how you pronounce your name? Koji? KOJ. From what he said last week,
Yeah,
it sounds like Josh Allen got this shit. He don't need nobody. What the hell? That's what it sounds like to me. I'm just trying to make
come
it
on,
make sense.
Flash. Don't do me like that.
I'm
Flash,
just
don't do
saying,
me
though.
like that now.
Did he really need him? No. Be honest.
Don't do me
Did
like that.
he needed a
Okay, what
receiver?
you asking me? What you asking me? What you asking me?
I'm
I like
asking
to
you,
think that
did
every quarterback need receivers.
okay, but did they need that receiver in particular?
We act like
Amari
Amari
Cooper.
Cooper is Devontae Adams. Like I seen Amari Cooper play the Jaguars and drop 2 touchdown passes. And I seen him for a long time, like have moments where he does that same thing. So is his stock even that high? That's why I said it was a good fit. They don't have no superstars out there. They
I
got
mean,
Keon Coleman that's gonna be one, but
I know they didn't pick him up just to drop passes.
they're hoping they can squeeze that last little bit of are you still Amari Cooper out of him at the right time? He could be a perfect fit for a situation in a playoff game. Like that's what I see from that type of move. Like we shoring up for the long haul.
Right. Just like y'all gave Stephon Diggs the opportunity, or they gave Stephon Diggs the same opportunity, which they just let go out of thin air. I don't even know what happened with that, but yeah.
Stephon wanted to leave.
Oh, that's why
Mm.
Stephon left because he wanted to leave. I got you.
Yeah, he was upset. Texans. Speaking of Stephon's, Texans versus the Packers at Green Bay. They got Green Bay favored 3.5. I picked Houston.
I pick Green Bay.
Yeah, I don't know. These are some good. That's an actual good game, and
Yeah,
That's a
I like
really good
both.
game.
I like both sides of the field. I like Love, and I like
Stroud.
your other Stroud. I like both of them. Light skinned dudes. The battle of the light skins.
Battle of the genuines, goddamn, cuz. Hey, battle of the genuines, right?
I got Green Bay
Genuine
though.
versus Albie Shore looking ass. Nigga.
Oh, this boy said I'll be sure. Nights and days.
Yeah,
No.
yeah. Come on now. Let me chill out, man.
Boy said I'll be sure. Flash, who you got though? That's a good game, Flash. I want to know.
Jordan Love, a
I-
cool nigga though. I fought with
I
Jordan Love.
think
Yeah.
I think Texas defense. I think Texas defense is solid, and I like their coach. They got a good they got their momentum really going
Mm.
for them, man. And I'll probably be rooting for them. So give me Texas. I want to see if they're
All
gonna
right.
be able to knock down Green Bay.
Yeah, I like that. Eagles versus the Giants.
Eagles.
I got Eagles, man. I know Jalen Hurts struggling, but
It's still the Giants.
yeah. White Michael Vick.
Right.
Yeah, give me Philly, man. Give me Philly. I'm with y'all on that.
Another good one, man. Lions versus the Vikings. This is an interdivision
Wow.
matchup, too.
Wow.
Man, they got Minnesota favored 1.5.
I'm gonna lean with Minnesota just because I heard something this morning. Like Justin Jefferson has like 1,100 yards against Detroit in 8 games. So and they lost all of those games, I think. But the difference is I think Minnesota has a team chemistry right now and some momentum. Like Flash said, that if Justin Jefferson has one of those games, it could be bad for Detroit. So
You
I'm
know,
gonna go with
Detroit secondary is stingy now.
yeah. I'm glad you said that. Something
I
Exactly.
just don't see them going for no. I know they bring up all of them crazy stats like that, but in them past years, Detroit secondary used to be bad, nigga. They secondary is locked tight, bro. Like Brian Branch, Terry Arnold, boy, them niggas are stingy
Gardner
out
Johnson.
there,
They
bro.
still got Gardner Johnson. Eh?
Nah, they ain't got him no more.
Okay. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna just go. Something telling me Minnesota today.
Bet I'm going
Yeah.
Detroit. I got it. Detroit.
Yeah. I like Detroit also, man. I like their defense. Rock solid defense. I think they'll be able to lock down
Right.
Jefferson, man. I think Jefferson will get locked down tonight or whatever, this evening or whatever.
Right.
Oh, is it straight?
Bengals versus the Browns.
Oh shit. Do we gotta think about this one? Bengals.
I'll probably go Bengals too.
Yeah, Bengals.
Browns
That really wasn't hard. That really wasn't a hard decision.
Oh man.
Despite the fucking Bengals record, bro, this nigga Joe Burrow is fucking balling.
Yeah, they lost a lot of close games, like three or less points. I think.
1,570 yards, 12 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. What the fuck?
Yeah, Bengals. You know, Bengals do that though. They always start funny and then like end up scrapping towards the end and being right there. So I say Bengals. These are the type of games that get them going in that direction.
Dolphins versus the Colts.
Give me the
Colts.
Colts.
Yeah, give me the Colts. Yeah, Joe Flacco will probably do good. He's been decent since he's been playing too. 700 yards, 7 touchdowns, 1 interception.
Yeah,
Raiders
Colts.
versus the Rams.
Oh,
I stayed away from this game.
Rams. Rams.
I don't know. Give me the Raiders, bro.
Yeah, give me the Raiders. They playing in Vegas.
Mm-mm.
Not that
No, they're playing in
they on the
LA.
road. Oh man, give me the Raiders, man, because I feel
Yeah.
like that defense is looking pretty decent. They're all right. I mean, they're not the best offense. Their quarterback, Minshew, ah, I mean, he's all right. I feel like he can get things done. Is he like just consistent? Hell no.
That's why I picked the Rams because it's Stafford versus Minshew, right?
Browns won it photo.
Yeah, and the Raiders are 2-4, so
Yeah.
that means they played one more game to have basically the same. Yeah, so I got the Rams. Something about the Rams too. They always like that. I picked the Rams.
I gotta go Raiders. That one. Panthers versus Commanders. I'm going Commanders.
Commanders twice.
DC baby, DC got Jalen Daniels, the boy Jaden.
I stayed away from this game right here. Chiefs versus 49ers.
Chiefs.
Oh, how did I know he was gonna say that?
Oh man. Because look, they at Levi Stadium.
Right.
Mahomes can't turn that ball over how he be doing on these niggas, man.
I know Mahomes is gonna throw some picks this game, though. Let's be ready for that.
Right. Right.
I don't know. I might go Chiefs, bro. Fuck it.
Yeah, I say Chiefs until otherwise. Even though my theory got broken last week with the Commanders, I got to think otherwise now. But Chiefs until otherwise, like they
Are you
just
going to
find ways
Target
to win
or
games.
Burlington?
Jets versus Steelers. I'm going Jets. Yeah.
Let me see where is it.
Jets, man.
And then you say Russell Wilson is starting this game?
Yeah, Russell Wilson starting this game.
Yeah, give me the Jets, man. Russell's over with, man. They still playing this dude, man. He should have stayed on the bench. If Fields would have been out there, I would have went with Pittsburgh, man. But that's just me.
Yeah, I'll take the Jets with y'all.
Where's TJ Maxx at? Right here? Okay.
And we got a couple more good ones, man. Baltimore and Tampa Bay.
Seahawks. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Speaking, I was gonna get to that one last because it was something
my
else.
bad,
going
my
on.
bad.
Falcons, Seahawks. Did we ever get that one?
Falcons, Seahawks. Where is it?
Shit. Give me Geno Smith. Give me Geno Smith in it, big.
Ski.
Oh, Kirk Cousins, that bitch a duck, man. Man, he's been throwing ducks. He been throwing ducks pretty much. Like he's consistently throwing ducks nowadays. Like I don't understand this dude, man. I mean, he's an older gentleman, but duck season, is that what we headed to? We're doing the duck season thing. Is that what we're supposed to be doing? Throwing ducks?
They're 4-2.
You think? Cause you think 4-2? You think
I'll
Kirk
pick the
Cousins?
Kirk
You
Cousins
think
ain't
Kirk?
throwing no ducks,
Uh huh.
man. He
You
been all
think Kirk Cousins? You think Kirk Cousins is outstanding? Y'all think he's doing good?
I ain't gonna say
I would.
outstanding, but
Yeah.
he doing good though.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
doing
Like Atlanta would not be 4-2 without him. They'd be the same old Falcons. They'd probably be 2-4.
What? What?
I
Wow.
mean, he is who we thought he was. He'll be consistent and get you there. Now, when he get there, what does he do? We known him to not do anything past getting there, but they're getting there. Like what? Nobody's saying he's outstanding or top five. It's just that
I
he's a
like
good.
Geno
He's
Smith,
he.
man. Give me.
All right,
I
all right.
like Geno. I like Geno. I think Geno
Yeah,
established some
come, you,
poise in the game. I don't know. Cousins on the run for his money. He's trying to prove to the world he can be this outstanding court older white. He can be an older white, great white hope.
if it was in Seattle, I'd probably go with Gino, but just because it's in Atlanta,
Oh,
I'm gonna
Atlanta
roll with
turned
them.
up. The
Yeah,
Benz Stadium, them bougie ass niggas out there turned up. I will say that shit. Them some bougie ass, ghetto ass niggas out there. Oh, we at the Benz.
you
Oh,
ain't lying. You ain't lying.
hey.
On Flash on fire today.
Huh?
I said you on fire today.
I'm just fucking with y'all, man.
nah, bro. I love it, dog.
Yeah. No, you good. You good. Yeah, for real. You good. You good.
And the
Man, we
final
got some more
game, man.
games.
The final game is Lamar, the Ravens. Well, it's Monday night though. The Monday night games. But yeah, of course. Chargers versus Cardinals. Who y'all got? I got Herbert. I got Herbert.
Herbert.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Herbie. Herbie
Herbie.
Han- Herbie
Herbie
Hancock.
Hancock. Herbie Hancock.
I think
What his name is? What
Herbie Hancock.
Herbie Hancock. Yes, sir. Got a name for that boy now. Herbie Hancock. Yes, sir. I like that. I like that. That's that boy name now.
Amazing.
Amazing. That's that boy name. Who you going with? I got Herbie Hancock,
I got Herbie.
I got Herbie
Herbie.
too. I mean,
Herbie.
I don't want to underestimate your boy though, man. I like him, man. I think he's
Tyler.
still outstanding. Yeah,
Yeah.
Tyler Murray. I think, man. I don't know, man. I don't know if the NFL sees a future with him, man, because he's such a small player, right? But they're sticking with
Right.
him and he's making it work. And I salute him for that, man, because I know it's got to be pressure when you're that small of a quarterback and you still go out there and feel like a big ass man out there, right?
Mm. Right. Good point.
In the final game, Ravens versus Buccaneers.
Excuse me.
Butter Mayfield said he's scared of Lamar Jackson mom. He was supposed to like go work out there. And she
What?
intimidated him where he didn't want to go work out with them. And he said
Oh,
she
big ass
intimidated.
man.
And
Big
then they
ass
had
man.
told Lamar. Lamar was like, I ain't know nothing about that. I ain't know she was training him.
Damn, I was about to pick the Buccaneers until I knew that. They done lied on Lamar Mama. This personal
Yeah.
right here. This
Yeah, that's what
personal.
the ball was like, I ain't know nothing about that. I gotta ask her. He said I gotta call her ask her. He was
Yeah,
like,
no,
he
this
was like, I
personal
ain't know
now.
she was training.
And Les Mama was like,
That
"Yeah,
shit
baby.
was
Yeah,
so funny, man.
I stared him away. Like,
Oh,
yeah, I did
Lamar
that.
said I ain't know Baker Mayfield. Like I can see him like, damn, like back door, like shit, like back door of the century. Like you training the nigga in my draft class. He at first and I went 32nd.
Mm,
That's crazy.
I
What team
like
you
I
mm.
got
like
on?
I like Baltimore though. I think Baltimore offense is it got the chemistry that every team in the NFL wish they had. in my opinion, I mean, them boys are completely solidified together. In my opinion, again, like I don't. I mean, and once again, Lamar might not be the best accurate quarterback. There's a lot of people, a lot of NFL fans might like, but they sure hate to go against him because they know he's legitimately a leader, man. He could lead his team to a profound win. Yeah, give me Baltimore, man. I like Henry back there.
Uh, on that note, I'm gonna take Tampa Bay.
Mm.
I remember Lamar Jackson. Like, does he do well in Florida? Because he was going to play Miami a couple times. They lost when they shouldn't have. The
Nah,
fact
normally
that
he do
Tampa
good
Bay,
versus Miami though. That would torch Miami normally.
the last one, because Miami was. Yeah, I'm just taking Tampa Bay. I think their
Who gonna?
offense and what. Yep, what
You
you
think
say?
that defense? You think that
Oh, they
defense is
got
pretty
Derrick Henry
solid?
too. Hold on, they got Derrick Henry. Damn.
You think that hit defense is solid enough
Yeah,
to
yeah,
to hold the
yeah,
load? Really?
yeah. No,
What
I
you
just
what
thought
you
of,
think, Cuz?
I just
I'm
thought
going
about it.
Ravens.
I just thought about it. Um, dang, that's a good game. That's a good game, man. Uh, I'm gonna go with my heart over my mind. My mind says Baltimore. My heart says Tampa Bay. At,
You,
at
you know
home,
Hearts
at
was
home
made.
on
You know
Monday night.
Hearts was made. You know Hearts was made to break, right?
That's true. Mine's can break too. You can
Lamar
overdo it.
top
So
10. Lamar top 10 in the league passing rushing. That's crazy to think about.
you say it again, bro.
Lamar top 10 in the league in passing and rushing.
Mm, that is crazy.
Combined,
Another
combined is separate.
another another
Separate.
MVP season, huh?
Yeah. He on pace. He on pace to
Another
run for
MVP.
1,000 and throw for 1K. Run for 1,000 and throw for 4K.
Well, let me ask y'all this, right? You know, since there are alleged roles in the NFL, could that be Lamar Jackson's role? Like you'll just have a career of a whole bunch of MVPs, but never a
Oh, like
Super
you
Bowl.
saying he like Peyton Manning?
Yeah,
He Peyton Manning and Mahomes is Brady.
Tom Brady, right? And that's why I said he'll get one like later on in his career, or maybe before he's retiring, and then by then he'll have like 7 MVPs, and that's what we'll always talk about with him. But Mahomes will have like 7 rings. I don't know. I just feel like you see it, and I believe if I don't know, we're going too far now, but if there was a script, it would be that. You know, it's not that Lamar just doesn't have the it factor to just win, regardless of how he gets it done. I do believe that in that regard, he probably is the best player in the league. You know,
Right.
so
Hey, I think he redeemed himself from his college years. And let me just embrace on this right quick. Because I remember when he was at Louisville, when everybody was really like, who is this kid? He's making a lot of noise at this, you know, school that's not really known that well. And
hmm
when everybody kept watching him and kept on and he kept on producing, you know, he's putting that big TV screen in front of everybody's faces now. Everybody started falling back and saying, I don't know, man. Especially, a lot of white people. They were like, I don't know. I mean, he can run, duh, but can he throw it? And and that's when they finally decided, you know what, we'll go with him. We'll run with him, we'll see what he do. And
hmm
over the years that he's been playing, we can't say any bad thing about him, but the fact that he's actually made some critical adjustments to the pros, and he's shown himself through years and years, and he hasn't failed me. There's nothing I really can say negative about Lamar Jackson, man. And if other people can say other things negative, they're gonna have to show me where he's failing at. He's truly one of the better quarterbacks that redeemed himself from the previous years of his time at college, man, when they doubted him to be a quarterback in the NFL, and he's black. So I salute that brother,
Mm.
man. Real shit.
Salute, salute. Well said, man. Well said. I think the only critique at this point is can he get it done when it matters the most? Because, like we talked about last week, we're not judging Lamar. We know he's that dude. We're judging the upper echelon. So at that point, all that matters is winning in the biggest games. So that I think that's the only thing left for him to do. Because even if
Yeah,
he
I
didn't
know,
do it,
I
he's
know,
a
I
Hall of
know.
Fame talent player.
Yes, sir. I know. Right now, based off what you're saying, you're like, look, I know he's good, he's badass, but I need him to win a Super Bowl to really prove to me, to really put the icing on the cake.
I,
Right?
I said
Is
it.
that
I
what?
said it. I said it not to prove to me because he's already proven that. I would like that. Let me make this clear now. I honestly would like for that to happen so we can put all of this to rest. Like that, so that he can be a great example of somebody that was doubted. I mean, his mother's his agent, went to the perfect team, made it work, like you say, year in and year out, made adjustments, kept quiet, don't bring no attention, no extra nothing. Like and for him to get a Super Bowl, it would be I would like to see that. That's all I'm saying. And then we wouldn't have to have these debates and stuff like that because right now that's the only thing people could hold over him and Josh Allen, the great Caucasian hope. So just within the conversation, that's the only thing we can use. Me personally, if you ever wanted to know me personally, I would like for him to win one. So that's one thing they can't use against him because at the level he's on, that's the only thing to talk about. Look at Dan Marino, great career, probably known as the greatest quarterback, probably talent of all time, but it's always that thing when he comes to the round table, he ain't got that ring. Charles Barkley. I don't want that to happen to Lamar Jackson. I really don't. So that's why I'm so critical of him because it's like that's what I'm focused on. Like, okay, we know you're great, bro. I done seen him in real person do some shit that just had me mad, But it's like, gotta get that ring. Cause like I'll be a naysayer the whole way. I'll admit it with the Ravens, and then I get to the playoffs, and I'm like, all right, Baltimore, like let me see it. Like even last year, y'all came and beat our ass, and I still didn't take you seriously. But in the playoffs, I'm looking now, and I'm like, let me see it, and it's the same result. So you got to figure that out. They have to figure that out, whatever it is, and win that big game.
Mm, I like that, but I know it could be very very. It can get to a point to where it's like, dude, and I agree with you what we said about Trevor Lawrence also. You can only do so much. I mean, if the players
Yeah,
ain't
yeah.
catching the ball, if you ain't got the critical pieces on your team. But I think on offense, I think the offensive side can definitely be Super Bowl potential. Do I think the defense is ready for Super Bowl? Uh, I don't know. And we need both ends of the field to work on the same amount of play to get to that Super Bowl, right? We're gonna
Mhm.
need Baltimore playing that extraordinary defense, that
Mhm.
unstoppable defense that can lock down offenses like your boy Mahomes is throwing, those good amount of passes a game.
And
So you right.
you know what? That goes to your point earlier, and it reminds me of this because what it sounded like to me was Alabama was getting away from what made Alabama great. And I don't care what the day and age is, you can't lose who you are at your core. When Baltimore was winning Super Bowls, the offense was rising up just enough to get them over the hump, but the defense was always the deciding factor. Lamar with a defense that is even close to like what they usually are known for would be out of this world. I don't see them losing. That's why I wanted Jacksonville to draft him because that Jacksonville defense with Lamar Jackson. But anyway,
Lamar Jackson
yeah.
defense last year was damn near historical. FYI,
Say it again.
that Ravens defense last year was historical good.
You think that defense was better
But
than the
that just
offense
goes back to
last
my
year?
point. Like whatever.
Yeah, they compared their numbers like on a historical run. Like that shit was top tier. They was first in every category in the
So
NFL.
what was it? What was it?
He
What
chose.
if that's the case? What was it exactly? And Flash, that's all I'm saying. That I didn't want to be the one to say it, but that's all I'm saying, Flash. That's all I'm saying. I promise to you.
Oh man, I mean, I guess if it
Well,
comes down to the quarterback, if the defense is stepping up and the quarterback is the main one that everybody's really focused on, and then they say, well, nah, the defense did their part. Well, who's to blame then? Who's gonna take accountability? I guess we'll just
It's got to
choose
be some.
Lamar Jackson. He choked, right? So
No,
if you want to say Lamar choked, in my opinion, I don't really say that he choked. I say he didn't have those critical pieces to run that offense like he needed what he
it
has
could have
now.
been. It could have
But
been.
once again,
It could have been coaching
yeah,
too.
they ain't
It
had
could
no
have been
run game.
anything.
I
Yeah, it
give you
could.
that.
So I agree with you. I agree with you, Flash. It doesn't necessarily just
But
mean
these games
that.
on now, so let me get to it, man. I don't want
Yeah,
you know.
I gotta run in a minute anyway. But the
hey
conversation
man,
would be so good.
nice talk.